This
toward the
conference
sky
will now be recorded.
and move your head little backside. अपना सर पीछे की ओर झुकाना है. And here we will ask one question in our heart. Oh Mother Nature, this is the experience of self-realization. श्री माता जी, क्या यही आत्म साक्षात्कार की अनुभूति है? And slowly, slowly take your both the hand. Do the namaskar the way we do namaskar like this. And slowly open our palm. धीरे धीरे अपने दोनों हाथों को खोलना है. फिर से बंद करेंगे लेकिन टच नहीं करेंगे. Did you feel some kind of energy? जिन लोगों ने वीडियो स्टार्ट किया है, they can just give me with the head notation, and other can put on chart. Did you feel some kind of energy on both of your palm? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. So NC 137 sir, feeling some kind of energy, right? NC 129 ma'am, did you feel some kind of energy? Okay. So now you can relax. Can you try NC 49 ma'am like this? Can you try? Did you feel some kind of energy? You do like, you can do like this. Did you feel? It's a very slowly you can do. Did you feel that some kind of energy? Okay. Feeling very positive, sir. Okay, very good feedbacks. Okay, okay. So no problem. Now you can switch off your camera. No problem. We just want it for 1 or 2 minutes. So thank you for switching on. Now you can share your experience. That did you feel the coolness? Did you feel the hotness? How did you feel in today's session? Can you please share your feedback on the chart? How did you feel? Did you feel a cool? Did you feel the hot? How did you feel? How did you feel? Maybe you can post on a chart. Feeling very good, sir. Both the hot and cool. That is very good. So getting a very good response from all the participants. It is very interesting, and I'm very happy to see this kind of response. Now we will ask if you have any question. Can you please tell me if you have any question, so we can address your question. So any question you want, you can just let me know. So do you know how to cure blood pressure naturally, or diabetes, or anything, whichever you want, let me know. We can address your question. And I'm posting one feedback advantage of this yoga. So it has a lot of advantage, sir. If you are doing a exercise, you get the benefit. If you do yogasana, you will get the benefit, and your muscles get improved from internal, from inside. The next step of yogasana is a pranayam. If you do pranayam, you will get much more benefit. But what you do, the pranayam, you do the mechanical way. But when you do the meditation, you get the benefit of yogasana also, pranayam also, and much more benefit of meditation. So it gives you a peace, it gives a balance, it gives a lot of benefit. Like, it's like an apple. I can give a 1 hour lecture on the apple, that this is very tasty, but unless and until you will not going to taste, you will not believe. Similar way, meditation is also the same thing. Any solution on dust allergy? Yes.
Sir,
The foot
hello.
soak is the, yeah.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes,
Chandran,
sir.
sir, I think you got the chat box. No, like all the questions are there here, and then you can
Yeah.
post the email address. Sir, people they can directly mail you, because we are getting late for the next session, and the presenter is waiting for a long time.
I agree, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So I posted one feedback link. I request you all participants, please share your feedback here, and we can share you some more technique information, and you can raise your question on the comment box or a remark. So thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity, and thanks to all participants for participating this event. Thank you, sir. I done from my side. Thank you, Arun Valan sir, for giving this opportunity, and Mathivahan sir also. So thank you very
sir.
much.
Thank you so much, sir.
I'm dropping from this call. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
I
Thank you so much.
request Yeah, I request you all participant, please fill the feedback form. It will take 1 or 2 minutes. Okay.
Okay, sir. So thank you so much, sir. Participants, be online. The next part is next presenter is there already. I'll make him presenter. Just hold with us. Just hold with us.
This conference will now be recorded.
I think mic is okay.
Hello?
Sir, fine, sir. Welcome, sir.
Okay.
Sir, is it okay? Everything is fine, sir?
Fine. Shall I start? Up to what time I can go?
Sir, till I think 1:30 you can take, sir.
Okay. I am comfortable. Everybody has come. Can I start? Shall I start?
Everyone is there already online, sir. You can start, sir. No problem, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Audio
Am I
is clear, sir.
audible?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir. Audio is
Yes,
clear.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tiresome sessions in the morning, and also you have calmed yourself by doing yoga, and I think it is a right time for me to go for my session. And my name is SanthanaKrishnan, speaking to you on behalf of NIT Nagaland from Chennai. And the topic for the day is cyber security laws and guidelines. And more so, we'll be discussing about the IT Act 2000 and followed by the Amendment Act 2008. Now we will be with you for around 1.5 hours. And though my session started late, and then the organizers were kind enough to give me the time whatever already allotted to me, and I will not go beyond that. Though the subject is appears to be a little dry and legal subject, but I'll make it more technical and all the more interesting by giving a lot of case stories, case histories, and other things. It will not be a dry sections of the law, but combined with that, the core ideas of the technicality, and it will be very helpful to you. The motivation for this particular subject is that today internet is getting percolated into the society, and the knowledge of cyber security is all the more important, and also it is breached more what we are believing. And there is a requirement for legislation because of the crime rate is going on increasing. And the cyber crime scenario, what is the applicability for legal sections? Okay, we were not having the cyber law in the earlier days before 2000, and at the time the computer network was not so much improved. Say only a telecommunication law. Okay, so to ensure the technology grows in a healthy manner, we must have a legal and ethical framework. For this FDP, end-to-end understanding of the subject is very important. And the subject of cyber security is very important to understand the end-to-end knowledge of the subject. Then only you will be able to help the students to tell them that the security is all the way is very prevalent, and then you have to be very much disciplined. So this is the motivation of the for the day regarding the cyber security and the corresponding laws on the subject. Okay, now the learning objective is all the participants at the end of the program will have a very good comfort level dealing with the subject cyber security, and you can make your students understand that there are adequate laws are enforced, and the offense committed by breaching the security in the virtual world will lead to penal actions. The faculty also will disseminate the idea to the student that in virtual world everything has to be done for consensual purpose only, not otherwise. Knowing the depth of the cyber law, and then how the offences are being dealt by the government, and more so is that we have to be more disciplined and then learner in the particular section. So this is the learning objective. Okay, so now motivation, the learning objective I told you. Now we have to understand before going to the law aspects of that. First of all, I want to know, there was cyberspace. Before that, there was no cyberspace. And we have to understand one thing, that even in 1885, there was a Indian Telegraph Act. 1885 was there. Okay. In those days, also there was a law for telecommunication frauds and then theft, and then the Indian Telecommunication, that is Indian Telegraph Act 1885, was not so much penetrated to the cyberspace, because at that time there were no other computer things were there, and we were having only the communication. To be more, to make it more interesting, I can tell you my experience that the cable, telecommunication cable wires we were using, and that will be the copper wires we were using, and that will be cut by thief, and then it will be stolen. And we used to go and then make a police complaint under Indian Telegraph Act 1885. It will go to the court, and then we will go for evidence. Then they will say, how do you say that the particular wire is belonging to you? And there are a lot of wires are available in the market having the copper and then so the Indian Telegraph Act 1885 was telling that the possession of that particular wire itself is an offense. That is called unlawful possession of telecom wire. That is a rule. Okay. So the moment you possess that particular wire, that itself is a it is not lawful, and you can be fired in the court of law. Okay, so we used to say that we will used to measure the diameter of the wire and then say, sir, this is belonging to the Department of Telecommunication, and therefore the culprit has to be fined, or it should be penalized under the Indian Telegraph Act 1885. So from the British period onwards, we were having law for controlling telecommunication. Okay, the telecommunication has grown, then it has become the information communication. That is why we call it an ICT. When information and communication and then computer all became together, married each other, and it has become an ICT, then the problem of the society, you know, normally in the society, you can see on the left-hand side, the thefts are classified, okay, and under the blue, the theft are classified, you can see. So, okay, so trespassing is there, theft is there, hurting is there, wrongful restraint is there, forgery is there, cheating is there, copyright law is there. That means I cannot take a xerox of your finding and then file in my the thesis, and then obscene material are there. Okay, these are all the traditional problems of the society. When it became into the cyberspace, it becomes a virtual, and you can find that trespass is now equal to hacking. Theft is equal to data, because the virtual world, it is the data it is being under theft. Hurt is the virus, worms, and then trojans. It is that through Trojan software, we go and then plant the malware into the computer of somebody else, and then try to hack or attack them. Wrongful restraint is the denial of service. Forgery comes under the data diddling. That means mismanaging the theft, data theft. Diddling is the theft. Cheating is the cheating is the spoof for the phishing. And then copyright law is the intellectual property crime. So probably you all may be knowing that intellectual property, there is a separate department is there, intellectual property rights. Once if anybody steals your intellectual property, then they can be filed under the court of law. Here also data theft comes under any software which you have designed and then patented, and that is having copyright, and that cannot be taken by me. That is called that is a pirated software. You all know the word pirated, how harmful it is or how malicious it is. Then it comes under the obscene material, is the pornography. So you find that the traditional method of theft, forgery, cheat, and all is also getting equated in the virtual space, cyberspace, and that has been given a new name. And that is why you have to be. You should not think that whatever I am learning now is not nothing new, but only the methodology, and then crime detection and resolution, and then keeping ourselves safe is all the more important now. Okay, so And this is how I am mapping the traditional versus the cyberspace. Okay. Now coming to the cyber fraud, I am slowly going and building up a case why there is a legal framework is required. Okay, the fraud using a computer technology, and then data becomes a virtual victim, and then data means you are going with a wrongful access and then entering into the hard disk, or you are putting the pen drive inside and then trying to penetrate through the malwares. Okay, and then you are misusing. More so is the vulnerabilities of the technology. Vulnerabilities. What is the vulnerability of the technology? Suppose now, I tell you now vulnerability. Suppose now your modem used for your broadband connection, when it comes to your house, the people, the password and username and password will be admin. How many of us changing the username and password, making it more secure? Now, this is one point is called the vulnerability. When anybody comes and then goes into the setup and then say admin, they are able to go penetrate inside the modem of the broadband, and then they can penetrate into your internet and then start stealing all your resources. So this is one of the vulnerabilities. There are so many vulnerabilities are there. Okay, I'm just, you have already learned over the 1 week, so much so, and I'm just giving an example of what vulnerability mean in a technology. That is also because of our carelessness. But then because of that, what are the frauds are committed? Unlimited. It is only imagination to the fraudster. Okay. So now having understood the basic definition of a fraud, then we have to understand the fraud. What is the problem? I'm just taking the from the National Crime Record Bureau. Over 40,000 incidents are reported about the fraud. 30,000 Indian websites are being hacked. 50,000 spam emails are being reported. Okay. More so, you find that the culprits are only 18 to 30 years. Most of the criminals are very young age. Okay, and then you find that there is a 74% increase of arrest in cybercrime. Okay, 69% increase in cybercrime, 74% of arrest. That arrest also is getting increased. So the problem is more. It is getting manifested. Then how to control it, and then bring the discipline, and then how to improve the quality of life of the people. Therefore, there becomes necessity for a cyber law. So now, understanding the necessity of the cyber law, we will also know that how safe we are. Okay. Now you are having LinkedIn. You will not be knowing that 117 lakhs of people, the user data is getting accessed by somebody else. Okay. You find that Adobe 360 lakhs of user IDs have been compromised. Gmail, you find now. Gmail, so much of password and user IDs have been compromised. Apple Computer user IDs are being compromised. Twitter, you see, 250,000 user IDs are getting compromised. It is not like, I will just give you for an example. You know, there is a village in Shani Shignapur, in a village in Maharashtra. There are no doors. There is no police station. No theft is occurring. You find on my left hand side. So these are all the villages. People, they have houses without doors. Okay, that means that much of discipline we cannot bring. It is only one village for the entire country. They show that there is no, we have full safety. Whereas in the cyberspace, we don't have safety at all. Whether it is a phone, whether it is a pen drive, whether any device, okay, whether even if it is a headset, wireless headset, Bluetooth headset speaker, whatever you have, they are all vulnerable to that, vulnerable to safety. Okay, so which because of the vulnerability, the cyber crimes are increasing. We can no longer look for a Shani Signapur village of Maharashtra where there are no doors and no thefts are happening. Okay, so that is the situation today. Okay, so now there is a need for cyber law. The future is becoming more becoming sophisticated in the social engineering. Okay, then browser and web-based infection exploits are getting increased. More ransomware are getting inflicted onto this one. Probably you may be aware. Now the world is going to BYOD vulnerabilities. probably would have learned for this 1 week what is a BYOD vulnerability. That means bring your own device, because now you have seen now presently all software companies, they started working from home. They are not able to provide their own hardware. So you have to use your own hardware. When you use your own hardware, how the security features can be built into the company network. If it is a company network, okay, the laptop, nobody can put their say pen drive, and it has to be connected in their own VPN network. All the rules they can put in. When it is a BYOD case, when you are using your own equipment from your house and doing office work, how are you going to manage? So these are the vulnerabilities. So the threat is the fear about the safety is getting increased. New attack is because of the Internet of Things, IoT. Okay, every individual now today they have 5 devices connected, minimum 5 to 6 devices they are connected. Okay, so there is a need for cyber law. Okay, world over, and for India there is a very important necessity for cyber law. After the Indian Telegraph Act 1885, I have given you a story in the communication theft. Even those days there were theft. People used to steal telephone connections, cut one telephone connection, and then give it to somebody else. It will work on somebody else's name. The bill used to come to me. Only when the bill is coming and the telephone was not working for the past 1 month, I used to complain. Then I come to know that my wires have been hacked by somebody else and it is working for somebody else's house in some other area. So the theft is not unknown. The crime is not unknown. Now the crime and the nature, previously it was physical, because in telecommunication it was only physical wires we were using. It was only physical, and the concept of cyber has not come into the picture. Now the cyber has come, and the law was very old. It was as old as 1885 during British period, and some amendments and came now. Okay, but we felt there is a need for the cyber world, a law wherein we have to bring discipline to the crimes and anomalies, whatever happening, because we cannot ensure 100% purity, because we, even though you wash your hand, even though you don't go outside, there is this, chances of you are getting no disease, just like that here. Because of the vulnerabilities, you are likely to encounter problems, cyber attack, and therefore cyber law has come into the picture. But when you are disciplined and then following all the rules and regulation, there will not be any attack. So that also we have to understand. Now we have to understand. We have now understood the problem of the cyberspace, and we have understood the vulnerabilities of the cyberspace, how much we are safe, and then we understood there is a law which is required. And now we will understand now what is cyber law. It is nothing but law governing the cyberspace. Okay, it is a wide term. It may include network, it may include a computer, it may include a software, it may include a data storage device using a hard disk or USB disk. Okay, the internet, email, electronic device, it may be a cell phone, it may be an attachment, it may be an SD card which is now inside the cell phone, it may be an ATM machine, and anything. So the cyber law encompasses relating to any cyber crime, okay, and then any electronic and digital signatures. So electronically we are now putting signature, whether it is valid, okay, so we don't know. Then for that, is there any law? And then there is intellectual property rights. Intellectual property rights. You are developing a software, somebody is stealing, and then putting you under laws. And then data protection, and then privacy. What is privacy? I have my Aadhaar data. My Aadhaar data is now available with somebody else. How are you going to protect your privacy? How are you going to protect your data? So all these things are encompassed and then brought out as a cyber law. Now, the cyber security law, it is enacted in India during the period 2000, and then it is called as the Information and Technology Act 2000. Okay, and the legislation, the legislation became more due to the Bombay attack. You all knowing that Bombay attack. During that period, so seriously, the things were there, and then they started enacting, and then it came after Presidency signature approved. Okay, so the Information Technology Act is a cyber security law. It enacted during the year that is a 2000, and then the legislation deals with, and there is a, we have provided legal recognition to electronic document. Till that time, if it is electronically signed, it cannot be checked under the court of law. Now there is a legal recognition for the electronic document, the digital signatures. Okay, so if it is transmitted through email and other thing, any document with a digital signature that is valid, and that also covers, and that can be challenged under the Evidence Act. Okay. And then offences and contravention. Offences mean you commit a crime. Contravention mean you bypass the rule. That means piracy. You take a Windows 10 and then load it. You are using a false password. So that is a contravention. Entering into your privacy, stealing your data, sending an offending mail, that is an offence. So that is how the offences and contraventions are getting differentiated. And then justice dispensation system for cyber crimes. So earlier to 2000, there were justice dispensation system. That means you can go to the court, but it has to be challenged under the Indian Penal Code. And Indian Penal Code, and then whatever law available on the land, Evidence Act, and so on. So you have to fight under that. But for cyber crime, there was no law. So this IT Act 2000 gave very helping hand for the justice dispensation system to dispose the cases as per the IT Act 2000. Okay, right. Now let us understand why did there is a need for amendment. Subsequently, in the 2008, the Act was amended, and then IT 2000, 2000 to 2008, there were dispensation of crime, but we found that they were inadequate. For example, I tell you now that email, you create a false email and then with a false address and then send and threaten somebody, that was not covered under that 2000. Okay, and then you the pornography, the child pornography. Now, if anybody is abetting the child pornography, immediately can be booked. Okay, so that was not finding a place. We were finding it very difficult to challenge in the court. And also documentation, any documentation that is the e-signatures, and then digital signatures were not covered. Okay, so there were, I'm just giving you only some 3 examples. So that is an email, and then the child pornography, abetting the child pornography, this one, then e-signature, that is the digital signatures. Okay, so, and they were all supported by the Indian Penal Code only. So we were not able to fight the case because they were all very virtual. We were not able to prove these digital signatures and all. So we could not fight. Okay, therefore, the IT 2000 being the first legislation on technology and computers, there were elaborate reviews, okay, from industry, and they want to make the law has to be more stringent, and that is why the amendment 2008 came. So you want to now understand Indian Telegraph Act 1885, then again it was amended somewhere in 1934. That goes, okay. Along with that, communication, computer and technology came together. Therefore, there was a necessity for cyber law, and cyber law came in 2000. Then we found it was inadequate, and then some more classes like this, e-signatures and other things, they were added, and then that amendment came. Okay, along with that amendment, now you have to understand very important thing, that is interception, and another thing is blocking public access. I just explained you, they are very important. I don't know whether you are aware of it. Now, interception is very important. One is for national integrity, another is for the local. Okay. Now you have seen many of the agitations and other things, they're using the WhatsApp, became so aggressive. They became against the national interest. Okay, you find at that time the police and the state administration, they want to stop the internet for a particular locality, particular district. Now there are facilities, you can block internet for the entire country, for one district, for one locality. It is possible. Now recently we have seen in Kashmir for some time they have blocked the internet for the national security. Okay, so this is called interception and monitoring of any information. Okay, so the police and the law enforcement agencies have been provided the facility for this in the IT Amendment Act 2008, interception and monitoring of information. Another thing, okay. So this is interception of that is this is the blocking of public. Interception and monitoring. Interception and monitoring. If you say, suppose now I commit a burglary and then moving from one place to another place using my mobile, then how the next moment they are catching that, because in the IT Amendment Act 2008, the police have been given power, they can intercept any communication. I tell you now that every service provider has got a police presence in their domain, and every police, this one, the district and then state, they have a presence of an ESP, and they are going on monitoring the all traffic. They can monitor under the IT Amendment Act 2008 if there is a malified intention. And if there is a crime occurring, instantly they will be able to locate your movement now and then find out the latitude and longitude of your location where you are using your mobile phone and then moving. That is how a fellow who has committed a murder in one place and moving by train into another location somewhere for even 1,000 kilometers away, they were able to find out the latitude and longitude of the particular mobile number and immediately send communication to that police station and then catch hold of the fellow before he disembarks from your train. So this is the power given to the enforcement agencies for in the IT Amendment Act, that is the interception, monitoring, and then decryption. And then in the case of national interest, public interest, they will be able to block the public access. They are given under section 69A, and that has found a place in the Indian, that is Information Technology Amendment Act 2008. Okay. Now, the IT Act has been structured. That has got a 13 chapters and 19 sections, and 91 to 94 are getting support from Indian Evidence Act, and then Bankers Book Evidence Act and Reserve Bank of India. The Bankers Book Evidence Act and then Indian Evidence Act are getting supported by Indian IT Act, because there are a lot of bank ATM card and then credit card frauds are taking place. Now it is easier to decode and then punish the people who are engaging into the type of frauds. And I am not going to deal with all the 90 section, you need not be afraid. And then I'll give you the salient features of the section with in a storytelling model. Okay, all of you are able to hear me? Any problem is there? Shall I go? Shall I go ahead? Any difficulty, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Right. Now, the structure of the IT Act I told you. Okay. Now I'll go to the applicability of the IT Act. Okay. So the IT Act, Information Technology Act 2000 and amended the 2008, it extends to the whole of India. Okay. Expect or otherwise provided. It also applies to any offense and contravention committed outside India also. Suppose there are cases in dowry fraud the husband will be in the foreign countries, and then after marriage, he will be sending offensive this one, and then using the cyberspace, making the life miserable. Those kind of cases can be tried in India itself. So the Indian courts can try offences committed by Indian in a foreign country. Okay, suppose now somebody from our people goes to India, from India abroad, and then make a denial of service attack, cyber terrorism, or whatever it is. So immediately that case can be tried here. So the case can be filed in a court, and then it can be tried. FIR can be held in the police station, and then it can be tried here. Like that, any foreign national committing fraud and which has got a say effect, disastrous effect in our country, that can also be tried. That provided India becomes a party to the Budapest Convention. Under the Budapest Convention, all the countries have signed, and each country has signed with the memorandum of understanding that any fraud happening by suppose an Indian does a fraud in a foreign, which is happening in a foreign country, and he is sitting in India, then he can be tried, okay, at the foreign country, and he can be extradited to that country. Okay, so provided there is a convention, Budapest Convention, if they have signed, and then it is alive. Okay, that means what you have to understand here, the applicability of the IT Act, that anybody can be tried, whether the offence has been committed outside India or inside India. Only then the philosophy of management is different. Okay, now I am just under Information Technology Act, I am defining the offences. Okay, what are the offences broadly covered? Is that tampering of the source code? That means I am writing a program. I am against your interest, because you may get more money if your code is being sold outside. Then I will malleable intention. I will tamper your source code and see that it is not working. Damage to the computer system. That means damage to the computer system by maybe by a malware, or maybe by external means or bombing or whatever it is. Then hacking. Here only we have to understand. You so far you have learned about hacking means an ethical hacking. Okay, always hacking is done with a good intention, is a ethical hacking. If it is done with a malicious intention, that is called as a cracking. Okay, and then data theft by stolen password, or by shoulder phishing, social engineering, identity impersonation. That means, what is identity impersonation? Now you are getting a call from somebody, and then say, I am speaking from the bank, please give me your ATM card number. They will go on talking with various means. See that you are bulging. So you heard a lot of stories on that, getting pin number, as if impersonating that I am a bank manager speaking from your locality. I want to validate or say extend the validity of this thing. Next is the pornography, adult pornography, and then child pornography. Both of the offences are well defined, and now you find in Chennai one Kasi from Nagargoil, and that fellow has been booked, and under POCSO also. That is a very dangerous that is act. That is act is very good. It will have a dangerous consequence on the person who are committing the crime. That means Indian Telegraph Act can be combined with any other act. Okay, that means it is just like Gunda's Act. POCSO Act, you cannot come out on a bail, and then the punishment you can even go for the lifetime. Okay, so IT Act with the POCSO Act, that's what that Kasi, what that fellow done. He was taking up this cyberspace with photograph, this the opposite gender, and then of that. And then access to the protected systems. Basically, even I tell you, door locking, cyber security, cyber system with fingerprint management. That itself is an access protected system. Then if you break and then go inside, that is a break. And then you say there is a firewall is there, firewall protected. So the people are now breaking the firewall and then going inside. Okay. So only thing is in the firewall, there is a militarized zone, non-militarized zone, then policies for prevention, and then there is a hardware firewall. Only thing is a network address translation, NATing, your word of NATing. So if you know the loopholes of the NATing, and then immediately you can go to the local IP address and then penetrate into the system. So that is access to the protocol system. When you commit a crime, then it becomes a offense. And then digital evidence. That means, suppose I have sent pornography material from my mobile phone, and then it has been traced, and if the mobile phone will be founded by these police people and then produced in the court of law, that digital evidence is admissible now under the Indian IT Act 2008. And then cyber cafe, if somebody, see, people are thinking that they will go to the cyber cafe and people will let me know because it is somebody else's premises. But now it is not so. So cyber cafe is, police can access and then go inside and then make a search and then get everything founded. Okay. And then certification authority. Now for cyber signature, that is a digital signature, all of you could have undergone a program during this week about the certification authority, how the certificate digital signatures are there. It is under the central government, it is there. The certificate authority has got an order, has got a power under the IT Act. They can intercept and then decrypt this. And then previously, under the IT Act 2000, only Deputy Superintendent of Police only can investigate. Now it becomes more difficult because he is a higher level officer. He is not able to go and then do the investigation because the number of cases are getting more increased. So they told that the inspector level is more convenient for doing the investigation. So this is the amendment they introduced in this IT 2008, and then the cases will be tried. In IT 2000, they were introduced in a tribunal, cyber tribunal. Okay, so now that has become cyber tribunal has become defunct, and they have merged with the TD Act, and then people cannot go to the TD Act and then file a case. Therefore, now they have made in the IT 2008, they can file a case in the normal court itself. So now what we understand, anything, any offences, okay, defined, and there are some one or two offences which are still not covered. I will tell you at the end, which are all offences that are not getting covered under the Information Technology Act, and still under the Evidence Act or the Penal Code, they can be tried. Okay, it is not that you have to be tried under the Indian Information Technology Act alone, but for every crime, they will combine the Penal Code, Indian Penal Code, and the Information Technology. Suppose now you commit a murder using the cyber vulnerabilities, then you can be tried under the Information Technology as well as under the Indian Penal Code. They will combine that, and then to see that you are getting the maximum penalty under your crime. Okay, so the digital admissibility of the digital evidence, and then searching cyber cafes. That means in cyberspace, any location, police has got the law enforcement agencies have got the power to go inspect and then search, and then the inspector level officer. That means every district the inspector can do the investigation and then file a case. So because the normal court you can try the case, and it becomes all the more simple, and cases can be handled. Okay, so this is the introduction for the necessity for cyber law, introduction for Indian that is Information Technology Act 2000, and the necessity for amendment, and then why the amendment was required, why we have to go for 2008 and all. Okay, now I will deal with the certain sections of the law and in the succeeding section, and this is one of the milestone. Up to this, anybody has having any issue, or whether I can go further into the act? All of you are your learning level is very comfortable, and I go further. I am going to the next module, and selected IT Act I am going to explain. with case study. I just put the IT Act like a subji where I put the case study as a samosa outer skin, just like that. I'll give you so that it will be more tasty and then interesting. Okay, all of you are comfortable? Shall I go ahead? Shall I go ahead to the next module? All of you are comfortable? Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Instead of dryly explaining the sections and the penalty, I will just tell you a case and then explain how the law came into the picture. Okay. So this is a BPO fraud. I have taken only the case manuals, all are real cases. Okay. This is a BPO case, and then there was a company called Emphasis in India, and they were working for Citi Group, that is the Citibank, and they were employees were managing the PIN codes of the customers. Okay, so in association with the call center employees, these people obtained the PIN codes of the certain customers, and then colluded with some of the members, and then opened false accounts in the Indian banks, and then used the PIN number, and then looted the Citibank in terms of, so you can see the volume of the fraud in terms of so many, see, $2,30,000. Okay, that means in crores. Okay, so at the time of 2008, Indian this Act, that is the Indian Information Technology Act 2000 was there, and then the Act Section 43. So and the court held that they see the police filed a case. Within 2 months, these people are able to make so many crores, and the crime was detected in foreign country, and then they told the local and then they told first, how the PIN number has gone into the hands of so they traced it from the bank account, and the friend's bank false bank account through which the money was siphoned, catch hold of those people, and then police took their own method to find out who is the ultimate fellow who got the PIN number, and it zeroed down to the say to the employees of the company, call center employees of the company, because the moment you say the call center employees, you used to share the PIN. Even now, say I am telling now we should not share the PIN code, the PIN number, even to the call center employee. Even bank says you should not share with them. Okay, so now you can see Information Technology Act 43, the provides any person how the call center employee can have the PIN number in his computer system. So that was the crux of the case. Okay, so without permission of the authorized person, he has got the PIN number, and then he kept in the computer. Okay, and then he has to pay damages. Please see here, Section 43 is not having any punishment except compensation. So that is one of the inadequacy of the Section 43, and therefore we have to go in. So if you go Section 66, the amendment 2008, then there is a punishment also there. You can see in those days only people with a compensation they can get up. So that is a problem. Okay. So that was a case leading to credit card scam, and then ultimate application of Section 43 of Information Technology Act. Now, Section 65, tampering with the computer. Okay, computer source documents. Okay. Now, this is a case of so and so with the state of Andhra Pradesh. Okay. See the Tata Indicom employees. Do you remember in a few years back, we used to have a phone, CSMA phone, CDMA phone, in which the number, we call it as an ESN number, we used to program and then give the number. So that the 32-bit number, we call it as a ESN number. So Reliance was providing the CDMA phone to everybody along with their phone. In the phone, they used to say store that number. You know about PROM and EPROM, programmable memory, erasable programmable memory. So they used to store the number in the EPROM of the cell phone of the owned by the Reliance Telecom, which they are giving. Tata Indica employees who are providing this telephone to the customers. So the Tata employees hold the 32-bit number. Okay, they can fraud. Okay, so now who helped that? Because here we find it now. Please mute participant. Please mute your phone. I am getting noise here. Please mute your phone. Okay. So please mute your phone, participant. I am getting noise. I am getting noise. Please mute your phone. Please use your mind. Please mute your phone, participants. I am getting muffling sound. I request all the participants to mute the phone, mute the mic. And then how it was found out? See, technologically we have to appreciate, because it is not a I am not making a presentation to the lawyers, but you are technical people. We have to understand this one. See, when Tata and Birdcom manipulated their number, and then they are going to somebody else. So now what will happen? The bill will come to the person who has applied for the phone, and the person who will be using will be different. Now the Reliance Infocom traced that number to whom it is working on the basis of the complaint received by the party who applied for the phone. Then by the location identity from the switching element, they identified that the phone is used by somebody else, and then filed a case. From there, they have found out that the Tata Indicom employee has done the manipulation, and this is a stealing of the source code. Now you find that tampering of the source document is dealt with in the section concealing, destroying, and altering the computer source code. Okay, and the law is punishable with 3 years imprisonment or 2 lakhs rupees or with both. That is how you find that in India, the Information Technology Act 2000 was not very stringent in giving punishment to the culprits. And here in the verdict, court held that tampering with the source code invokes section 65 of the Information Technology Act. So this is section 65. Okay. Now section 66. Before going to the section 60, computer related offences, we have to understand what is a cognizable offence. Okay, cognizable offence here. The section 66 addresses the cognizable offence and the non-bailable offence. Cognizable offence means, okay, you can be arrested without a warrant. That means the moment they know that you have committed this crime, that means any computer related offence, okay, causing harmful loss to others. That means I have blocked your server, e-commerce server. I have blocked your e-commerce server and made a loss to your company to an extent of 2 lakhs, let us assume. That then if the owner of the e-commerce server makes a complaint to the police, police can straight away after identifying you, come to you and then arrest without any warrant. So this is okay. Normally, serious offences are defined as the cognizable and usually carry okay 3 years imprisonment or more. No, in this case, Section 66, computer-related offence becomes a cognizable. That you have to see how the law is becoming serious. And the another thing is non-bailable. That means the moment somebody commits a heinous crime and then go to the court and get a bail and then fight the case outside. So here it can be non-bailable. Therefore, the tooth is very serious here. That is, the law is very biting, is very serious. So Section 66 very serious, very serious in the sense those who commit computer-related offense. What is a computer-related offense? It may be a destruction. It may be destruction of hard disk, deletion of say a software or data, alteration or diminishing value. Diminishing the value means it may be a bank record. You may alter the value of the diminishing the value. Diminishing the value. Suppose now you stole 1 lakh rupees from my bank account and then diminish the value. So that is also you have altered my bank record. Okay. Then utility of data. So these are all the major ingredients. There is one case called one is called the concept of mens rea. So now mens rea. What is mens rea? Contemplated in this section 66. So I am committing a crime. That means whether my intention is to commit a crime, that has to be taken into account. Okay. So mens rea means is a mental element of a person intention to commit a crime or knowledge which makes one's action or lack of action which causes a crime. That means, see, that is why I told you 54% of these crime is committed between age 18 to 34. So the young people, because of their curiousness and the interest, okay, they do something and enter into this. I will show you the example how curious the young people gone into this type of problem. So students have to be well groomed about the Information Technology Act and how serious they are. So the curiousness, that is the mens rea. So the evil mind, that is the concept of mens rea. If it is proved, then you are punishable under Section 66. Okay. So the data theft, okay, there is a plain and simple civil offense has been explained in the section 43. Data theft is already explained in 43, but there is only compensation for damages. Okay, only here it is made as a criminal offense. That means any data theft, if caught by police, they will book you under section 43 and then section 66. Okay. In addition to that, anything is there, then Indian Penal Code. So, section 43, there is only compensation for damages, computer relations. That means you made some action by which your hard disk has been corrupted and became irreparable. This is a damage. What is the cost of hard disk? It's only 10,000, 20,000. No, but the offense is so heinous, it has to be clubbed under section 66 also. The act of data theft is an offense under section 43. If done dishonestly or fraudulently, becomes punishable offense. Okay. That means unintentionally is done, even though it is a data theft, you will be dealt by 43. If it is dishonest and fraudulent, then it is punishable under section 46. That is 66. So that is how the police people will go. Okay. The section 66, okay, here I want to explain to you the hacking and then cracking. It is already you have learned, and just for my continuity I put this, okay. So earlier hacking was defined in section 6 and it was an offense in AICTE Act 2000, okay. Now after amendment, data theft under section 43 is referred to 66, okay. whether it is purposeful or ethical. So you have learned ethical hacking. There is a separate subject was there for you. You have learned ethical hacking. If it is ethical hacking and it is for academic purpose, we will not come under any of these sections 43 or 66. After this amendment, the hacking is not ethical. Why I am telling this? Because I have some case studies where some people hired ethical hackers to do this mistake. The hacker is an ethical hacker, but he has done a mischief, hacking somebody's privacy data. Then he is punishable under section 43 and then 66 with imprisonment up to 3 years. Therefore, we have to be very clear when we are doing ethical hacking, whether it is academic, meaningful, and not harmful for others. Okay. So the technology involved in both the cases is the same. Okay. Ethical hacking done with the owner's consent. Okay. If it is not done with the owner's consent, it is treated as cracking and perceived as an offense. So we have to be very careful. You all done ethical hacking subject, this one. There, whenever we do the hacking, okay, ethical hacking, it has to be, we have to take the permission of the owner. Okay, suppose now, I just give you the example. In a telecommunication department, so what we used to do, somebody does some mischief by making a phone call. Then you are giving a letter to us that somebody has done a mischief through making phone call. Okay. Then we have the powers to trace the call and then find out whether really mischief has taken place or not. That means we have to trace the call. We have to hack the circuit. Then what we will do now? We will take a letter from the owner that we are permitting the telephone department to trace the call and then find out. Only when we take the letter and taking approval from the competent authority, we try to trace the call from one person to another person, find out to which place, from where the call has come, and then what are the content of the call, whether it is a malicious or not. Okay. So the company does it ethically. It is like a hacking, but it does it ethically. Okay. But if an employee traces the call and then find out from where to where call is going and misuses the transaction, then it is a cracking. Then the employee of the telephone department is punishable under section 66. If it is the hacking is I am doing, tracing the call and finding out the reason for which. Suppose the police gives a letter to the company, you trace the call and then find out, see the where this fellow is now presently available. We trace the call and then give them the information. Then that becomes an ethical hacking. Okay, we have to be very clear the difference between the ethical hacking and that cracking. Ethical hacking is not an offense, whereas the hacking without permission is punishable, and hacking without permission is not treated as hacking, ethical hacking, but it is treated as cracking. Okay, so the cracking, the goal is to steal the credit card information and the privacy data. Hacking means you build and then recreate, learn from the experience. Okay, the approach hacker take is similar to the one crackers use. That is very important. Cracker, what a cracker is doing and then hacker is doing, they are same only. But both of them getting into the system, both of them getting into the vulnerability of the system, loopholes of the system. They are finding out the motivation of the things. But hacking is non-malicious and ethical. Cracking is malicious and non-ethical. Okay. Now coming to section 66, computer related offenses. Okay. Here I want to just tell you the case. A related case is Kumar versus Whiteley, and it is a joint academic network. Okay, and the accused gained unauthorized access to the JNet, and they deleted and added files and changed the password to deny access to the authorized users. So it is my private network of my company. Okay. Somebody has gone unauthorizedly and then changed the records. How they have done the investigations, you should find, So normally we give the broadband. I told you, earlier. So BSNL gave the broadband internet connection to the company. Okay. So whenever, I don't know how many of you have gone in the configuration of the broadband. In your modem, if you connect it to your computer, in your house, if you have a broadband modem and connect it to your computer, and then if you say 192.1.1.1, okay, then you will go inside and the content of the broadband modem will be visible on your browser. There, your username, password, all visible. Okay. So they see, I told you, they would have put admin or something, and then they have gone inside to the joint academic network, the network, and deleted the files in the computer. And the company went and then filed a case, and then CBI registered a case, crime case, and then they have investigated. Okay. On the basis of the Press Information Bureau, Chennai. Okay. So they told how the academic network has gone, the password has been changed and other things. And they found that the BSNL broadband was hacked, okay, using the unauthorized use of broadband internet. The internet of my residents have been hacked the way somebody has provided. You know my username and password, you can jolly well can hack it. That is how I tell you now, the moment you go for Wi-Fi, you will find that lot of Wi-Fi network coming around you. Then you have to be very careful. The SSID, your password has to be very complex. Otherwise, that will be hacked with somebody else, and they will send a email bombing message from your account to somebody else, and then ultimately you will land into trouble. Ultimately, you are answerable. The reason is that you are not done, but it has not gone from your computer, and you cannot disown that it has not gone from your computer because it is shown from your log report. Because in the broadband, in our the telecom department, every second your log details will be there. Whoever uses it, where you have logged in, what is the IP address, from address, to address, what is the content, everything will be there under certain rules and conditions. If police is asking to find your log and then to check, they can take. That is how in this JNet case, police CBI has found out that they have hacked the JNet academic network sites from Bangalore using the broadband network. Okay, so this is how they proved it. Now, under what section? So, IT Act provides section, if any person dishonestly and fraudulently commits any act, referred to in section 43. All computer related offences are defined and only compensation is given. Now, punishment of the imprisonment, where it is given in the section 66. Under these two, they have filed a case and then punished the culprit. So, under section 66, they have done like this. So this is the JNet case, and then now I am telling you the case and then real case and then the class. That now you will be able to appreciate. But otherwise, if you are dry case alone, if a class alone, if I tell, it will just like a law college. Okay. So I don't want this to be a law college, but it is a technical law college. You have to be become an expert in the law at the same time. How that is done. So my main is to make the faculty to understand how the crime is committed technologically, and how the law comes into the picture, how the police is investigating, and then how the law is applied and then punishment is given. It is something more than law, more than the technology. Ultimately, then you are in a different level. Okay, now punishment for sending offensive messages. Okay, it is under section 66A. Offensive messages. Okay, and many of you heard a lot of things, and you probably may not be knowing it is punishable under 66A. Okay, now a 15-year-old Bangalore teenager were arrested by crime branch for allegedly sending hoax email to private news channel. Okay, so what they have done, what the teenager has done in the email, he claimed to have planted a bomb. So that fellow, 15-year-old fellow, sent an email to a TV channel. 5 bombs have been planted in Mumbai, challenging the police to find. Okay, before it was too late. Around 1 p.m. on May 25th, the news channel received the email, and I have planted 5 bombs in Mumbai. You have 2 hours to find out. The police who are okay, right. Now the question is, how the police got hold of them. So is the question. Then I'll give you the law. Okay. Whenever email comes and then challenge it, immediately the news channel sends that to Bangalore police. Bangalore police take the email, seen the log mail. The moment you examine the log email, you will find that IP address. Okay, IP address. There is a 4-acted address. Okay, IPv4 and IPv4 and IPv6. You know that will be there. The IP address, once it is known, okay, any internet you are taking, every company, BSNL, AirTel, and Vodafone, they will have their own pool of addresses. Even if you go for any private company, they will have a pool of addresses. That pool of addresses, they call it dynamic IP. That dynamic IP pool, at that instant, I will alert you the moment you log in. Then the time at which I am sending email, that IP address which has been alerted to you will be available in the log reports of the company. Here, the moment if I see the IP address, okay, now the police department itself may have, because they have elaborate understanding of the subject. The company will give the pool of addresses they are having even earlier to the police, or the moment it is committed, the police will inform the IP address to the companies. Okay, there is even there is. I want to tell you, there is a cell from Department of Telecommunication called a term cell, vigilance organization. It is a vigilance organization. The moment anything happens, they are the apex body. When the police says such a thing happened, they have got the term cell of the DOT has got a presence in every state headquarters, okay, and also major district headquarters. The moment police says this IP address, they are having centralized database, they will be able to give you, okay, this is belonging to BSNL. The moment it is belonging to BSNL, the term cell will talk to BSNL and then say from where to where the email has come. Now you know the source from which the email has come, the IP address from which the email has come. The IP address may be a mobile IP address, or it may be a broadband. Broadband means I know the latitude, longitude of my place where the connection is given. If mobile means I know the location ID, where from the location ID of the base transmitting station from where I sent that spam email, and from there I can find out the IP address and also location address. That is the latitude or longitude of the location of the fellow. Immediately, wherever across the India or the world, the police will go and then bounce on that fellow who has sent the hoax email. That is how they cut hold of that fellow. Okay, and they charged him under Section 66A. Okay, sending offences, say through communication service, causing annoyance, or through electronic communication, which misled or deceived the recipient about the origin of such messages, commonly known as IP or email spoofing. And then he can be awarded a punishment of 3 years or fine. They can even, the 66A is so stringent in that. And also rules are there. First time you commit a crime, there's a quantum of penalty is different. Second time, 3 years. Second time, it is 7 years like that. I have another table, I will show you how that is done. Okay. So then 66C, identity theft. Okay. So this is another funny thing. A graduate student of one university faked his own death. Okay. Then he sent obituary advertisement in a paper. Suppose now let me see that I am sending that I am dead in a paper, local paper, and for some time, for say 3-4 months, nothing comes back. That means I am declared dead. showing that declaration to authorities, revenue and other people. They attempted to get a new driver license with an intention of applying new credit card and then getting more money. So it is very funny. See, cyber theft, always, sometimes you find very funny things are for funny reasons they may make this one. That is why I included this. Okay. So this is called identity theft. I am stealing my own identity. Why should I declare that I am dead when I am alive? Okay. That means it is an ulterior motive. Is there any punishment? Yes, it is under section 66. Okay. Electronic signature, identity theft, like using others' password or electronic signature, etc. Punishment is 3 years and the imprisonment or fine up to 1 lakh or both. Okay. So for the funny sake only, I gave this example, case study, and section 66 is C is there. This is classified under identity theft. There are a lot more examples I can give, but for time it's not there. So that's why I limit for one section. Now section 66D. Punishment for cheating for impersonation using computer resource. Okay, impersonation. All of you know impersonation and impersonation using a computer resource under 66D. Okay. Now let us see here. The company has got a website, jpolychem.com. Okay, this is a real case. jpolychem.com. But another website was set up. What is the name? jplaychem.org. You see, only Y is missing here. The moment you look at it, that is why people say, whenever you go to a banking website, before going to the login, you have to be very clear about the spelling of the bank and the color of the website. And log sign is there or not, you have to be very careful. See, now, the moment jpolychem.com, jplaychem.org, the moment you log in, by wrong spelling mistake, also you will get into that. And it will apply as if same was set up by in the internet by the first accused. There is one Sandeep was there, okay, who was dismissed from the company, jpolychem.com. But that will, he has opened a website, similarly looking like this, in conspiracy with other accused, okay, including one another person called Preeti and then Karanjit Singh, who was sister and brother-in-law of the Sam, who made this false website. Now, what he has done? He has come from the company. He is having grievances there, so he want to kill that company. How? Defamatory and malicious matters about the company. That means whatever product that JPlaychem is doing, he put those on, and then they are very bad. They are very costly. Don't go for them. Then whoever goes to that website, ultimately, no, the jpolychem.com sales will go down. The sales have gone down. Then immediately they found whatever the reason why it is going. So because of this defamatory and malicious matter about the company, that okay, and about the directors, they made malified intentions on that. Okay. So the accused sister and brother-in-law were based in Cochin, and they had been acting in collusion, known and unknown persons. Okay. Through their own person, they cheated the company and committed acts of forgery and impersonation. Okay. So these two people made forgery and then they made impersonation. It's a very clear case. How the police will find out? It is a clear case of website name. The ICICI, that is INR, that website, that data, if you see, then you know who is the owner, and then you can find out who has hosted the website, where the website is hosted, IP address. From the IP address, you can say where the website is there, where the website server is there. Everything, point blank, these cyber police will find out, including the location and then the email address. They will they will pound the servers, everything, and then find out, compare. They will prove the malicious intent. It's very easy. Technically, finding out the website is very easy. Okay, unless you have seen yesterday dark website is there, dark web, then there will be some this one. For that also there will be some tools to find out. Okay, so in this case, section 66D, cheating by impersonation, by computer resource and communication design. Okay, so the life term, that is here imprisonment is 3 years jail. So, okay, and then it will go, the penalty will go up to extent of 1 lakh. Okay, so these people got the fine as well as the imprisonment for the defamatory and malicious matters of the company. Okay, so this is a case of impersonation. Okay, so any up to this, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Now, impersonation you have seen. Now, punishment for violation of privacy. Okay, because of privacy, I have hidden the name here. It's a severe shock to the prestigious university. A pornographic clip was apparently made in the campus and transmitted outside the university. Okay, pornographic clip. Okay, some media reports claim that the two accused students initially tried to extract money from the girl in the video, but they failed. Okay, so MMS clip, they told that, threatened the girl that I will put it on the website and then you have to give me that money and all. So the girl was very stubborn. She told, no, nothing doing, I will book you. When they failed, what happened? The culprit put the video on the mobile phones and also on the internet and sold it on the CD, the blue flea market. So it is very serious. Now, in my opinion, this case would have been booked under 66E and also under POXO. Okay, so, terrorist, that is a very this one serious act. Okay, nowadays they are doing like that under POXO Act. Okay, so 66E is a privacy violation, publishing, transmitting private area of any person without his or her consent. That is, punishment is 3 years imprisonment and 2 lakh fines or both. So the imprisonment, definite imprisonment in this case, where this university student has threatened the student with enormous claim. So this is under 66C, under punishment for violation of this is another serious offense, cyber terrorism. Cyber terrorism is even the country or the state, that it is very serious. So the terrorism under the 2008 IT Act, it has been made more serious under 66F. Now, this is the case. Mumbai police have registered a case of cyber terrorism. Okay. This is the first case after the amendment of the Information Technology Act in 2008. Okay. The threat email was sent under stock exchange, National Stock Exchange, and this one. So the MRMR police and the cybercrime investigation jointly probed the case. The suspect has been detained. So what they done, the police said an email challenging the security agencies to prevent a terror attack was sent with an ID so-and-so, yahoo.in, to the stock exchange administrative email ID, corporate relations at bscindia.com. Okay, stock exchange corporate email ID at 10:44 a.m. on Monday. Okay, now what happened? So now I already explained to you, it is an email ID and sender's email ID and the receiver's email ID, both are there. Both the IP addresses are known. Yahoo.in, the IP immediately will know. The IP address of the sender has been traced and it is traced to Patna in Bihar. So the ISP provider was SIFI. So that also there. I told you all these things within minutes and fraction of a second the police can do. That network is so nicely now built up now. And even some of the information I am not able to share you because I am on the network. The monitoring is done at every stage. The national interest is taken care of. Even WhatsApp, Facebook, and any social network, they are monitored. Okay. The email ID was created just 4 minutes before. See the wonderful thing. The terrorist, what he has done, he has opened the email only just 4 minutes back. The sender had, while creating the new ID, given 2 mobile numbers in personal details column. Both the numbers were from the photo frame maker from in Patna. See how covered they are. So they were able to trace very easily the fellow who was sent that cyber terrorism message, and then they got hold of him. Okay, from the from Bihar. There is a Patna. Okay. So Bombay, he has sent the terrorist mail, and he was caught. That fellow was in Bihar and Patna, and within hours, within minutes, they were able to find out. 66, Section 66F, cyber terrorism, intend to threaten the unity, integrity, security, and sovereignty of the nation, and denying access to any person authorized to access computer resource. That means here, corporate relations of stock exchange is an authorized person. Okay, and to penetrate and access computer resource without any authorization. Acts of causing computer contaminant. That means contaminant means provide a virus into the machine, likely to cause death or injuries to the person. Because if it is a bomb and it is exploding, how much damage it is going to happen to the property under this section. Here you find that penalty, the penal penalty can go up to life imprisonment. We can nowadays proving is very easier. Only people, young generation, they are not knowing that proving is more easier. And then whatever bogus is there now, they can prove very easily. More complex things can be proved very easily. And there is a class now for cyber terrorism under 66. Okay. Now, publishing obscene material. Suppose now it is not one-to-one. I am just putting publishing an obscene material there. So can I go without a punishment? Yes. No, you cannot go without punishment. You have to go get punishment. It is under section 67. Okay. So the case is about posting obscene defamatory message of a divorcee woman. Okay, on Yahoo message group. The emails were forwarded to the victim. Okay, information by the accused through false email account. Suppose now the one divorcee was there, and name I am now hiding for the purposes of this one, and then the accused creating a false email account opened by him in the name of victim, in the name of the divorcee woman. Okay, and then sending emails. Okay, to people, unknown people. So they are making annoying calls, phone calls. Now what happened? The reason was the lady was elected to marry him and he started harassing her in the internet. Based on the lady's complaint, the police grabbed the accused. Now you understand? So the divorced woman and the fellow, the accused, created a false email of that woman and then sent messages to so many people and they started harassing her. Okay, the reason was she was reluctant to marry that fellow. Okay, that is a malicious intent. Now the accused was found guilty of offences under section 469, 509 IPC and 67 of ATAL. Okay, so the accused paid a fine amount and he was lodged in the Central Prison, Chennai. This is considered as the first case convicted under section 67 of Information Technology Act 2000 in India. Okay, so that fellow was there in the Chennai Central Prison. Okay, so 67 along with Indian Penal Code 469, 50, malified intention, and then intruding the privacy of the woman. All these things are put together, and the cyber security and under 67, he is convicted. So this is punishment for publishing and transmitting obscene material in electronic form. Okay, 67 deals with publishing and transmitting obscene material in electronic form. The earlier section of Information Technology was widened as per Act 2008, in which child pornography and retention records by intermediaries were all included. Suppose A and B doing malicious intent transaction. If that record is now in my possession, I am an intermediary, I will be punished under 67. That is why you should not, you see, I am telling you this to this. All of you are in, all of us are in WhatsApp. Any group fellows are sending such material, you should immediately delete it or block that group. Otherwise, you are also liable and punishment under 67. That is what I want to tell you here. That is what students and all, everybody should understand. In this case, the intermediary does not have any intention, but unintentionally it has come. But you are the source for doing this, publishing and transmitting this obscene material because you are in that group. Okay, so therefore you are punished. You will be punished under that. Okay. which is lavish in appeals, and you are punishable under for 5 years and fine up to 10 lakh. Okay, so that is the section 67. And 67B, publishing, transmitting material depicting children. This is very, very dangerous, and punishment is more serious. Okay, so there is a case in so and so. The petition sought against blanket ban on pornography websites. The NGO has argued that website displaying sexually explicit content of children is more dangerous. And now in Chennai and other places, there is a separate police wing for this, and they are monitoring and periodically giving advisories. And we have to be the punishment for publishing is a crime, transmitting is a crime, and depicting children in any form sexually. That is, it is a very, very dangerous, and it should be against discipline of a moral society. And here the law is made more stringent, and 67B, along with the POCSO and Indian Penal Code, the people will be booked under very strong intentions. Okay. 69, power to issue direction for interception. This I already explained to you. That means people have got power to interception of messages. Here, a case is the Lakshman Kailash case in 2007. A techie from Bangalore was arrested on suspicion of having posted insulting images of Chhatrapati Shivaji, a major historical figure in the state of Maharashtra, on social networking site. The police identified him based on IP address, and obtained from Google and then AirTel. Okay. And he was brought to Pune and detained in 15 days, and it was discovered that an IP address provided by AirTel was erroneous. Here, this fellow, because of that mistake done, the reason was the interception was posted 1:15, but the data log has been taken in a different timing, and that has been challenged in the court, and the court has given taking cognizance of its plight of the newspaper account. The State Human Rights Commission subsequently ordered the company to pay 2 lakhs for the Lakshmana who done that mistake. Okay, because we're proving that this erroneous thing has come. So that should not be there. Whenever we see, this is what I want to that whenever we are filing a case, that the record should be pakka, and there should not be any mistake. The time stamp here was the mistake. See, every log report has got a time stamp, and time stamp when you are taking from the provider, service provider, and when the police is taking, they have to be very careful in taking the time stamp and filing a case. So that fellow has taken the loophole of that and then got a compensation. Okay. And then section 75. This also I already discussed. The offence contravention committed outside India. Even if it is done outside India, it can be tried here. And then Supreme Court has given the ruling that any contravention involves computer located in India and the crime committed from outside the country, that can be tried under section 75. Okay, so this is what the sample of glimpse of cases. And now, of course, now it is 1:23, and Mr. Madhivanan will not allow me after 1:30, I think. So here I have list of cases. I already shared these cases and then applicable law, nature of complaint and other thing. And here one case where IT Act is not there, I tell you, that is IT Act 2000 and 2008 is not finding place, is a mobile phone lost or stolen. Okay, so it is not finding any place in the Information Technology Act. Okay, so it has to be tried under Indian Penal Code only. Of course, 3 years imprisonment, they have to be proved. Okay, then there is a case there, stolen computer, data owned by you, and that is stolen, a password stolen, email fraudulently making a password, then biometric thumb impression, section 66, and then electronic signature misuse of electronic signature, then phishing email. Okay, that is finding a place, I just read out, already I given a lot of things. Capturing and publishing image of private area. This I already, 66C I already explained. Tampering computer source and document. It comes under data modification, comes under the 66, section 66. Okay. Then sending offensive messages through communication, that that is divorce case I explained. And then publishing, transmitting obscene material in electronic form, section 66, punishable up to 5 years. Here it is up to 10 lakh. So here you see second subsequent comment. This I have taken from one police officer and also given acknowledgement for him. First offense is 5 years. Second offense means it is again it will be the period will be increased. Okay, so it is like that. First it is 2 years. Second is 5 years imprisonment. And then publishing, transmitting material containing sexually explicit under 67A. Punishing, publishing, transmitting material depicting children. Okay, that is under 67B. Separate class, because IT Act 2008 amendment is more focused on these things because that crime has to be controlled. Okay, then misusing Wi-Fi connection, and then planting computer virus, and then conducting denial of service. So all coming under 66. And then stealing data from government computer, not allowing authorities to decrypt all communication. That is a website. I told you that is a Polychem website example. Intermediary not providing access to information stored on their computer. That is 69. Failure to block website when ordered. So I told you when police is ordering, when magistrate is ordering to block website, I am supposed to do that. So if it is not done, then it is under 69A I will be punished. Threatening messages that Bombay Stock Exchange, cyber terrorism. Okay, word or gesture act. See, here you find word, gesture or act intended or insult the modesty of a woman. Okay, so Indian Information Technology Act 2000 Act, there is no provision. So this has to be tried under Indian Penal Code 509. So these are the point. Now we have to appreciate that whatever act is found, still there are provisions to get amendment. Sending defamatory message, okay, under email, and bogus website and cyber fraud, 67D, email spoofing, 66C. Okay, so I almost cover all these 66 section. 43 with the 66 only has got lot of this one. Making false document, 66D. Forgery for purpose of cheating, 66D. And then forgery for purpose of harming the reputation of somebody. Okay, there is you got imprisonment also. Email abuse. That means I cannot abuse your own email. Email ID. If I crack your password and then go into your email. See, this is, I want to give you here an example. Recently, you heard a paper report of a Supreme Court judge getting an email from his close friend transferring money for 2 lakhs. He transferred thinking that it is his friend's money. The friend requiring the help. After 2-3 days, his friend will speaking. He told that, asked him whether you got the money. No, he told I have not sent any email. Then only he come to know that his email has been abused. Okay, so that is more severe. Punishment for criminal intimidation, 66A. Criminal intimidation by an anonymous communication. Then copyright infringement. Copyright, that means under Copyright Act, suppose now your thesis I am stealing and then making use of it, then I can be tried under 66. Then you find that 35, 36, and 37, no place for is not finding in Information Technology Act. Theft of computer hardware, then it can be tried under theft only, physical theft. Initially I explained, conventional this one as 37 Indian Penal Code section 379. Online sale of drugs, online sale of arms. These two things are still dangerous and not finding a place in the Indian Information Technology Act. So you find that I told you 3 areas where you find that there is no still place. A word, gesture, and act against modesty of woman. Okay, and then theft of computer hardware, online sale of drugs, online sale of arms. There is no place, but they can be. They have to be filed. The FIR has to be filed, and then they should be tried under appropriate Indian Penal Code. Okay. Now, like that, even for, I will now complete in another 1 or 2 minutes. I am now coming end of it. And even for COVID, there is a, people are under WhatsApp and other things, lot of things are coming around, publicating something, and then what IT can do for these things. Section 505 Indian Penal Code, 66D Information Technology Act, 54 of Disaster Management Act, all three put together, they can be booked. I tell you certain funny case, recent take for COVID. Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow, a fake government, okay, calling himself as Corona Wala Baba, claimed that those who could not wear mask could use the talisman to put Corona away. He started publishing to everybody. Okay, so this has to be blocked. How it can be done? They will do this under Indian Penal Code, 66D of Information Technology Act, and also Disaster Management Act. You know, whoever makes or circulates false alarm warning as to disaster or severity or magnitude leading to panic, imprisonment may do 1 year. Okay. So these three draconian laws, okay, they are very stringent. And in Odisha, a man was been arrested for posting a false information on Facebook regarding a Kerala returned person who had tested positive for coronavirus as under treatment in Raigada. This is very dangerous. You cannot put anybody's name and then falsifying information in Facebook, and it will bring a wrong signals. So these are things that appeared in economic times, you know. And I just put it for you because that nothing, even the present day is not exempted from this. That means even COVID-19 is not getting exempted from this cyber law and cyber terrorism, because WhatsApp, Facebook, and then social networking is becoming more severe flow. It can help also, can do deterrent, detrimental to the society. To sum up, I would say that crime-free society is not at all possible. So it's only in a dreamland. So we must get an endeavor to rule of rules to keep the crime at lowest, especially in society that is dependent more and more on technology. There more and more technology, the crime based on electronic offences are bound to increase. Okay, we have to keep them at bay. Technology is always double-edged sword. It can be used for both purposes, good or bad. Steganography we have done, Trojan horse, scavenging, and even DOS, DDoS, all technologies, and perceive not crimes, but falling into the wrong hands with the criminal intent, who are out to capitalize them and misuse them, they come to the gamut of cybercrime. If anybody uses, no problem. The technology, anybody misuses, they come into the gamut of cybercrime and become punishable offences. Hence, it should be the persistent effort of rulers and lawmakers to ensure technology grows in a healthy manner and is used for legal, ethical business of growth and not for committing crimes. Therefore, the knowledge of Information Technology Act and cyber law is all the more important for the academicians like you who was to guide the student, because I find the age of committing crime out of enthusiasm is 54%, as shown in the earlier slides, who are the age group between 18 between 34, and they have to be groomed properly. Finally, it should be the duty of the three stakeholders, only rulers, regulators, and lawmakers, and investigators. The another one, internet service providers, and then the user. We have to take care of the information security, playing their respective role. The ruler, regulators, and lawmakers, they have to take their own action. Internet providers, I told you internet providers, here I want to make an example. If you want to provide a free Wi-Fi service in your campus, you have to follow cyber law. I do not know how many of you are following in your campus. The moment you provide free by cyber website, web service to your students in your campus, you have to follow stringent cyber laws available. They have to follow. A lot of norms are there. I do not know how many of you are following, because wherever free website, free web browsing is provided under Wi-Fi, and you have to comply with the cyber law regulation. Along with that, a cyber. Otherwise, the internet internet service provider will be liable, and they will come and the college where you have provided the Wi-Fi. Free Wi-Fi, you are also liable for security flaws or breach. Anything happens in future, every one of stakeholders. We are also one of the stakeholders in these two regulators, the two internet service providers, take care of ensure compliance to the law of land. Okay, so all of you please wear mask and safety first, and then thank you very much for being with us. It's me so long, and then the subject is so dry, and 127 people are still sitting, and anyway, it's a good money, a good action, and. I think you are all more. I think you have a lot of patience to.
Sir, Mr. Sir, hello, hello, Sandhana sir, hello.
Listen, and that is what I would look at it, because with this dry subject, 126 people them sitting on the line, is all the, and it is very much interesting for me. Find out giving some more time. 1 minute. Anybody having money fraud through be also part of it? Yes. NCE 032. Any part money fraud through web definitely. It will come under. Okay, and thank you, N0.
Sandhana sir.
Only one question was there. Okay. Yes.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. Sir, I am Arul.
Thank you. I think, thank you. Only one question, sir, there. And anybody still have questions, you give me email and I will answer that question. And I already shared my email, my presentation with you in advance. Okay. And it is very nice of all of you.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Sir, I am Arul.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Hello, sir. Sir, thank you very much, sir. So it's a really a nice,
Okay.
useful and informative session, sir. Hello.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Shall I leave the line?
Support.
Okay. Shall I leave the line?
Yes, sir. But your voice is a little bit slow.
Okay.
No problem, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Don't you? My job is done. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We'll see. Not at over, sir. One more program is also there.
Okay.
Okay, sir. So all the participants.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Listen, participants. Now 1:35, almost 1:40. Your next session will start 2:30. The connection will start 2:30. Your exam will start 2:45. So we'll post the link exactly 2:45 in the chat as well as the WhatsApp. So exam half an hour. So 2:30 to 2:45 we are giving for the connection, login connection time. So exactly 2:45.
Sir. Hello.
Exam will start. Hello, sir. Tell me.
Hello.
Sir, tell me, sir. We are in the line.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Please. We are hearing your
Sir,
voice.
where is
Tell me, sir.
the exam and feedback link, sir?
Sir, that we will post exactly 2:45. Sir, exam, you come and connect to the session 2:30. 2:45 the exam will start. That time only we will post the link. Exam link exactly we post 2:45 in the chat as well as the WhatsApp.
Okay, 2:30 again we have to be in same link.
Yes, sir. Session. That is also one of the session. Sir, you join the session in the link, sir.
Okay.
Through the link only you will appear for exam.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We'll meet 2:30. Exam duration half an hour. Thank you, sir.
Sir. Hello, sir.